Hello, this is PC Workshops and this is the PC Workshops Python Basics course. Remember, practice makes perfect, so download the practice files and do some work on your own. Tonight I'm going to continue with a lesson of how to create functions. So yesterday in the previous lesson you saw that I just create the function by using the word def and then a function name, open close brackets, and then I indent all the lines of code that needs to form part of that function. So now I'm going to show you how to create a different type of a function, which means here in the round brackets, I've got a variable name. You can see the first function didn't have that variable name, but here in the second function, I've got a variable name. So what that means is that is the way that my definition of my function tells me, well, when you want to run this function, you know what? You've got to give me a value, any value, because I need that value to do the work that is coded in this function. So in other words, because I've got to give this variable a value, print me cannot run without having a value first, because the function will print message. It will print a message. It can't print message if it doesn't know what it is. Therefore, there is that variable name is then in the brackets. So I've got to call, when I do my function call, I've got to give that function a value. So how do I use it? When I go print me, which is the name of the function, after the name of the function in the round brackets, and the round brackets, you remember, is a must, I then put a value in the round brackets. The value is how are you. That how are you is going to go and it's going to be passed into the variable message. That variable, it is a variable, but because it's part of the call of the function, it's a value being passed from the flow of my program to the function, because it's a value being communicated from the call of the function to the function. That's why it's called a parameter. Okay, so the value how are you goes sit in the parameter message, and then it prints message, and then the computer goes back to the next line after and continues working. So I'm going to show you at the same time. Here I've got two values in the brackets because in the print me function there are two parameters in the round brackets. In other words, print me2 cannot run without having two values. It needs two values before it can run. So I've got to pass two values into the two values at the top. So I've got Kilimanjaro going into message, and I've got Bristol going to message too. The computer will print the two values and then return here. Now I'm going to show you, if I call the function like this, where I specify to the computer message2 has a value of Watford and message has got a value of Mississippi, in that case it does not matter which of the two values I mention first. The computer knows that message2 must get the value of Watford, so message2 will get the value of Watford, and message will get the value of Mississippi. Therefore, Mississippi will go into message. Now, on my previous example here, where I was running the same function, just with two simple values, I didn't specify which one is which one. The computer will assign them in sequence. So Kilimanjaro will go to message, and Bristol will go to message too. So I've shown you how to create a function with a parameter and also with more than one parameter. You can have as many parameters in the brackets. They have to be separated by commas. And I've shown you how to call a function that has a value, or if it has more than one value, where you also can call that function specifying which parameter has got which value. And you see, it's extremely simple. So see you next time.